the angle. Oh, yes!
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Lockout Podcast. I'm your host, Josh, coach and captain of the Youngly Gould. I'm here with Hawko.
That's right, I'm Hawko, manager of the Dark Brotherhood, and we got Nick Croxton opposite me.
Yeah, we're at the round table again as usual now, and my name's Croxy, leader of Juckfosh FC, the greatest team name on the podcast. We've got Ryan tuning in from Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm the leader of Greater Western Richmond, and Nick, it looks like you're wearing an AFLW t-shirt from quick glance.
An AFL, this is a wakeboarding brand, mate. Don't know.
Okay.
Took me
Well, we know.
hashtag
Nearly
LL.
the cleanest start we've ever had, and Ryan just had to ask some bullshit question.
About my shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a brand called Follow because you follow the wakeboard boat. So, yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
moving.
yeah. You also follow AFLW anyway, so it's a good sport. So
Sure, mate. We're here to talk about the round 8 preview and what we did in round 7. So,
Yeah, let's
always
launch
interesting.
in. Take a look at the week that was. I think our guest, well, not guest, he's a podcast host, but he's tuning in from Melbourne. He might be leading us off.
With how much he talks, it sometimes feels like he's just a guest.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
And now he is.
Do you know what, though? That's really sad because he was the highest performing guest.
For the past, for the past 6 weeks,
For
basically.
the first 6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the wheels have started to fall off.
Other wheels this week, Ryan.
No, the wheels are back on. It's just that we don't know if they'll stay on. But yeah, essentially, not a bad week, not a great week. I was ranked in the bottom third of the league with a score of 2005, back to a better time when I was 15. But yeah, essentially, 2005 overall, I've gone outside of the 10K rank at 13,732. You know, I had to make a few trades last week that weren't fantastic, but is what it is. Increase on... Huh?
Keep going.
Increase on last week in dollar figure, though, so just cracked over the $23 million mark. 323K increase week on week. Had a few primos lose a bit of cash, which wasn't fantastic, but you'll probably start seeing that a bit more often now with our primos getting into our sides and upgrade season. But yeah, essentially not a fantastic week. Wasn't very happy with that score. I was looking at a lot better score for that week throughout the week, but just had a lot of players score
Projections.
50.
Was that
mate.
was that when the round hadn't started yet and you were looking at projected score?
Yeah.
To be honest, I was only 35 points off my projected score, so again, not terrible. But like throughout the week, my projected was like 2190 at one point, and then I went downhill.
Fair enough, mate. All right, well, I didn't do too much better than you anyway, mate. I only scored a 2032. So, yeah, I slid out in rank nearly 7,000 spots, 36,677. So not great there. And I only unfortunately made the least amount of money this week at 39K. So not a great week from me. But we'll get to, luckily it would have been a lot worse, but we'll get to that with the trades that we made later on.
Amazing. I am next up. I've taken Nick's rightful spot, second.
Yeah.
And I scored a 21-43. So pretty happy with what the rank was. But also, when I look back at it, it was not a great score. It felt good at the time, but not a great score in the end. So 21-43, it was a round rank of 29,585. We had a overall rank of 27,045. So I've come in a little bit there.
It was a big scoring week for a lot of
Yeah.
coaches, though. So
Yeah, it was.
even with you scoring that high, at least you've come in somewhat. Nick scored more, and he probably won't even come in as much. So
Yeah,
it was a big
so
week.
pretty happy with where my cash gen's heading though. So made 474K, and a bit like Ryan, I've cracked over the 23 mil, and I'm sitting at 23.265. So I think that puts me around the 10,000th mark, or just ahead of it for team value. So feeling pretty good about where that's at. But what about you, Nick? You were the top scorer. You the bride this time, not the bridesmaid.
Yeah, and so it's been 3 weeks now without me being in second, which is a bit unusual. I went from the penthouse to the shit house back to the penthouse. So liking being on top again.
Does it feel good?
It feels good.
Well, you're now drawn. So Josh, you and Ryan have all gone first.
The amount
Twice this week.
It's okay. All right.
Twice this year.
But yeah, you said you're about the top 10,000 for cash flow. I'm definitely not there, but I am in the top 10,000 still. And even though I came first on the podcast, I slid from 8,000 935 down to 9,003. So a little bit of a slide, a little bit of a regression.
Wow.
But
Big scoring week, eh?
2171. So that put me at 21,425th for the round, which is not the best. Obviously, there's a lot of coaches out there scoring a bit better. I went up from my last round of 276k. I went up another 274k, so I've just slightly regressed there as well, and I'm on 22.614 mil.
22.164?
22.614.
Okay, cool.
614. So yeah, it's not one. That would be very bad.
Yeah.
But I'm still not at 23 yet. So.
I think, like you said, right, some of your primos have probably taken a bit of a hit.
And
you have got less rookies on your field you shared. So
exactly. I've got 3 rookies now after trades this week on my field, and a lot of my primos have taken a bit of a dive in cash, which doesn't matter. Take them out. So like, I'm not making as much cash, but I've got my primos, so I'm happy.
You're working towards a set team, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
And now I'm actually just
Are they
concentrating.
primos there, or are they mid-priced?
Well, yeah, there's some mid prices in there, but most of them are primos. But I'm looking now towards buys, and that's what we really probably need to focus on now: getting set up for buys and set up for success for these buy rounds. We were talking a bit before the start of the podcast, and we are like, "Oh, what's your worst round?" And I'm like, 12 and 16. I just knew straight away I need to focus on those rounds. So, that's what we're here to talk about and get you set up for the rest of the season.
Fantastic. Well, let's jump into our Brownlow votes. Always interesting to hear who we're dealing them out to, and this is one of my favourite parts of what we do here. But Nick, top scorer, lead the way.
Yeah, I've got Sammy Walsh, and so
Sam Walsh.
the reason being is he's got a 135, and my God, did he need that? Because he's coming off the back of some like lowish scores. He's gone over 100 a couple of times, but a 135.
Tagged to the shithouse, not last week though.
Sorry?
He didn't get tagged last week.
No. I'm just saying he's coming off bad scores.
Yeah.
Or not the best scores anyway. Not what you wanted, but
He's on the board for a Brownlow vote.
He's
now,
on.
so.
Yeah, he's on 103.
He's finally
average
got
this
his
season.
first.
He's on 103 average, so that bumped his average up over 100, and very happy with that. So congratulations on the 3 Brownlow votes, Sammy Walsh.
2 and 1. Well, go 2 and 1.
Sammy Walsh was unlucky not to get one of mine.
Oh, really?
Unlucky not to get one of mine.
Interesting. Luke Jackson with the exact same score got
There you go.
my 2, and mainly just because you expect it from him that I didn't give him the 3. And then my 1 was to Nick. Sorry, I'm used to saying Nick. Josh Dacos in a 121.
Oh.
So Josh is this week, unfortunately.
Yeah. Were they? No, they weren't.
No,
they weren't.
Nick's are still better.
Yeah.
I don't have Nick in my team. So.
Yeah.
Ryan, you want to go next, mate?
You said that was
Yeah,
confidence that I believed it,
I
and then
know.
I was like, wait,
I
no,
was waiting-
they didn't.
I was waiting for it because I know you have him. But I was like, anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'll jump in there, 3, 2, 1. So same as Nick, Sammy Walsh on 135 for 3. I've gone Roberts, who was my trade in last week, a 134. Incredible score from Roberts last week.
He's my one.
And number 1, I've gone Sheasel. I think with a surgery and a broken finger on 113, phenomenal effort there from Sheasel to bring that home. He was looking pretty good actually. So well done to Sheasel for 1 point from me.
Yeah, wow. Josh, did you say Roberts for 1?
Yeah, Roberts was
134?
my 1 vote, so on 134. I did have Jackson, that's why. So 3 votes for Luke Jackson. I think getting it done in the ruck line where there's only 2 fieldable options, I think getting a big score there is impressive. And then I did give my 2 votes to Nick Dacos, purely because Collingwood, and they beat us, and so he couldn't be number 1.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
What did Nick score? Nick Dacos score?
135.
135 as well.
Yeah, so it was
3.
135, 135, and 134 were my top 3.
that's
And then Walsh as well.
wait. So who was
That's
your
insane.
134?
Roberts.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So and then
Why didn't you go 135, 135, 135? That would have been better.
Because I had to reward some of Roberts' effort.
And he's a Bombers fan.
And he's a Bombers
he's a
fan.
Bombers fan.
Yeah, that's why Nick Dacos was number 1.
All right, mate. Well, I'll
He
help
did it
you
as
out
the
there
VC as well, so-
I'll help you out. I've gone Roberts 3.
There you go.
So I captained him though, so I had to give him the 3 votes for actually coming through clutch for me
Jeez, that's
there.
brilliant from you. I don't know how you came up with that idea.
Hey, don't point. I gave him a slight. Am I crazy for thinking Roberts as a captain option? And Josh was like, oh, actually no, that's not a bad shout. So I went through with
That was a good shout.
after Gorn screwed me and you over on the
Ryan.
Friday night.
you were
right?
getting
Yeah.
Yeah,
What am I
I
gonna
need
do?
someone. So 3 for Roberts, 2 for Nass, and 1 for Jordan Dawson.
Very
for me.
nice.
So yeah, flops.
Flopped.
All right, you want to get this, mate? You
I'll
usually
lead this one off.
get this
All
year
right.
so far this year.
Yeah, maybe you need to just that Ryan.
This might be the guy that I have to get out this week. But flop, I had 2 flops, but this guy wins the cake. Rochelle, 54. Mate, 54 is an absolute subpar rookie score. How do you get 54? How do you get 54?
It was a
Wet
wet
game.
game. It was that's two games.
I don't care. 54 is rubbish.
That's all right, listeners.
And-
You don't need to worry about this guy. He gave Bond flop of the week last week and traded him out. So what does this guy do?
That's all right. I made some cash though still, so...
So it was 72%, I think, full time.
Yeah, I think they want to get Rankin more involved.
Yeah.
So Rochelle, yeah, fair enough. 54 is not great from him though, especially at a near $850,000 player. Croxy?
My flop of the week is Kadeen Coleman with a 52.
Yeah.
Didn't like that from him. Was expecting a bit more there against the Crows. So hopefully he comes through this week against your Bombers, Josh.
I don't even know. If he plays, they might be like, oh, here, we'll give you that halfback flank role. Who knows how that's going to go against the Bombers?
Well, he is also my flop. So Coleman with the 52 said, what is going on here? No Zork, man, it was meant to be piggy time. And, I mean, I guess when Big Sam Drake is mugging you off and not giving you a handball when you're a better kick than what he is, this is going to happen.
Brian,
But
face
Like
on
that, eh? Like that.
yeah, I did not like that.
No, I mean, you liked the video that I sent
yeah.
you.
Oh, I'd seen it on. But what is he playing at here? 52. It's unacceptable. And I mean, you mentioned Rochelle in the forward line. I feel like we have a few more. That's not the best option.
Yeah.
But in defense, we have so many good options, and when you dish up a 52, it's taking a shit in someone's hands and clapping.
Well, unfortunately, Draper looks like a disabled baby giraffe when he runs. So it's
Hey, 1 goal of the year.
didn't deserve it.
The kick
anyway.
he made where he should have handballed it was actually a long kick, but it was just to no
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah, it
literally.
was so bad.
Literally.
Anyway, though, so that leaves me and back to week 6. Me and Ryan and you two had the same one. It's the same as this week. I went Rochelle as well.
Oh,
So yeah,
2 and 2.
2 and 2 again. Not too bad there, but yeah, it was a pretty. Even if it was a wet game, still not a great score when you got a 800+ player scoring a sub.
Did you
60
two have? You've got Coleman, don't you?
at the moment?
Do you, Ryan? Did you have Coleman?
No.
No, he doesn't have Coleman. No. Yeah, so that's it there.
So before we move on, we're talking about Rochelle a bit. Can I ask you one question to you, Hawk? Do you think he's going to do well this week and going forward, or do you think, Dan Curtin's back potentially? We don't know if his roles. We just don't know. It's Rochelle. What are you thinking? Do you think he's someone to keep? Do you think he's someone to trade? Do you think he's someone to?
It's a hold for me for the next couple of weeks. I was obviously looking at Horn Francis. Obviously, is playing brilliantly. I don't even know Petrarca either. So either of those two players, it probably will be a Rochelle to Petrarca eventually, or Rochelle to.
The only problem with
Horn
that is
Francis.
those two players that you're saying Rochelle to both also have the round 12 bye.
Yeah,
so
both have the buy, so it doesn't help me for one.
It'd be better to trade them to someone
After,
else.
yeah. So it doesn't help me for one. Two, you just don't know. Plus, Horn Francis for one doesn't play well in the showdown game, which is this week. Even with his break-even low, it's probably the right call. But at the same time, he's not going to make as much money and score as well as what we think, more than likely. And
I reckon he could do it.
he could do it. I think it would 85, 90, probably nothing crazy, unless this is his turning point, maybe finally. But who knows? So I think I'm a hold for Rochelle for now. Sort your shit out. Have a go. Look, I might narrow it down a bit. I might go after one player. Adam Chera.
Adam Chera.
Fucking useless, in my opinion, to be honest.
Coming off the back of a
scores
good season.
75 to 85. Just fantasy. Let's. I'm not. He's a great player. Fantasy wise, he hinders more than he helps all of Carlton. All their scores. He just looks like a lost, aimless puppy at times. Whose cherry is he popping? Let's be honest. He's a fucking idiot.
There it is.
So, look, he's killing Jaeger. I don't know why Adam Chera's even in that midfield when he really doesn't do much at all. You're better off getting Hewitt in, drop Chera, get Jaeger back in. They looked better between the combo of Hewitt and Jaeger early on. Cripps is starting to finally get up a bit. Walsh, obviously, he hadn't been tagged, obviously, right? He was just having a little low game. He's still scoring hundreds, right?
Yeah, I mean, he still scored, but it wasn't the ceiling score. So
it was like 95 to 110 kind of thing was what he was doing, I want to say.
Yeah, 100, 105, 107.
Yeah.
99, 99, 78.
Yeah, so 95 to 110. Yeah, so good scores, but not great scores. Finally got off the chain a bit. Chera is limiting their whole potential as a Carlton Football Club, but I mean, how many times can I rip on Carlton, Richmond and Essendon in one season? So I need to really get off that train. But he's down 140k and they're on a 4 losing streak ever since he's come back into this team. Something needs to change and needs to be Chera.
Can I give you an opposite point of view?
No, because you always do, so shut the fuck up.
140k down for the season. I would have rather...
Not having it from you this week.
He's averaging lower than Chera, but I would have rather started with who I did start with.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a better option.
In Lawler, who's gone up 93k slowly, but he's been consistently scoring.
Yeah.
Then going with that and using the money saved there to get someone better
definitely.
elsewhere. Chera's just been a real bad pick.
I'll go opposite, not opposite, but 2 players to look at over the next couple of weeks. Callahan and Sarong are very targeted players in this league, get tagged out their rear end, especially Callahan, especially this year.
Especially the last couple of weeks.
And he's a very good player. It's just you kind of forget about him at times, even though he's their best player on their team now, especially with Green out and Oliver. But he's just getting tagged through the ringer. Both of them now around 950k mark.
Yeah.
Now is nearly the time to start looking at them. I know it's a little bit of opposite of sort your shit out, but they are both cheap players that we know have scored 150s at times. So maybe keep an eye on those players instead. So not a big sort your shit out. What else have we got now? Are we going?
Can I segue into my buy hold sell? Because Finn Callahan is on my buy list.
Oh, really? Oh, there we go.
And I've said here some bag tags the last 2 weeks, so he's copped those tags in James Jordan and Finn O'Sullivan, 75 and 65. So he's got an average 4 for the season, but he's only gone, apart from those 2 games, below 100 twice. One of them was a 98, one of them was 86. He's now got, coming up, the Suns midfielder score well against. Essendon, great team to score against as well. Don't really tag McGrath maybe, but not really.
I think McGrath will run with.
You reckon? But I don't think what did McGrath do to Dacos?
It wasn't as hard.
It wasn't as hard, but I don't think it's going to be as hard for Finn as well. And then you've got West Coast Eagles as well. So the next 3, he's also got the great buy, the round 13 buyer that only Richmond share with him. So he's someone that you can really look at either this week or next week. He's going to probably drop cash because of those last 2 scores.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
This week, I'm picking him up next week, but you can definitely look to pick him up this week.
Yeah.
Another buy is Nas. I've said it for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Obvious buy-in at the moment. He's just going to go up, and I've actually targeted him this week over Finn because he's going to go up and Finn's going to go down. The other 2 rookies that you should definitely get in is Retschko and Anderson. If you don't have one, get the other.
Do you think Anderson's still a buy?
Anderson's still a buy because then the reason being is over the next 5 weeks he's going to make you roughly, if he averages 60, 133k. He's going to make 50 this week if he scores a 60, roughly. So he's still... This is probably the last week you can realistically get on him. But if
over 400 is just nearly too much to spend.
No, I don't think so. Because I bought Farrow at about 400 and I'm still happy with that. But it's the last week to get Anderson realistically. Retschko, definitely jump on him as well. JHF, I think you can target him, even though, like you said, he doesn't score well against the Crows. Petrarca, get him back in now. He's dropped some cash. He's probably going to continue to average 100. He's averaging 100 right now, bang on.
He's still going to drop cash, but you can look after him for 100 points.
Yeah, I did have Duncan as a buy, but Josh has pointed out. What did you point out to me before?
Yeah, I just think the breakdown of how Dunkley gets his scoring. It's a lot of tackling, a lot of marking, a lot of stoppage points. And Brisbane are averaging 12 less stoppages per game. I think Vams tweeted it out that, it's a bit of a value trap and it's probably not.
Yeah, because I almost got sucked into it until you mentioned that.
The game style's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Each year it gets increasingly faster. This year, especially for all teams, are really on the move.
My thing behind that was I started off with him, I think, last season, and he was poor at the start and then he kicked off. So I was thinking maybe he might do that again, but once you mentioned that...
he does go through patches where he scores really well. That's the thing.
Yeah. And then the other buys are getting out McAndrew, buying Sherry, Grundy, Gawn in that order probably, because you've probably already got Luke Jackson.
All right, let's go into our trades from last week and see if we're happy with them and trades for this week. Gentlemen, Nick, you want to keep cracking on and let us know, seeing as you led the way?
Where are my trades? Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, last week first. Yeah.
So last week, you've got him?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. I've got three options. Jakes and Strong out, and then either Retchko and Pickett in, or Retchko and Nass in, and then the other option is do the McAndrew to Sherry instead of getting in Nass or Pickett, which I'm probably not going to do. I think I'm going to lead with the Nass option, like I said before.
Nice.
Josh?
So last week I traded out Sharks and Lombard. Lombard was flopping around on my forward line. Didn't really want him in there.
Yeah.
So
He had a reasonable score, though, but you needed to get him out.
yeah,
It was all right.
he was going to lose cash. Cash out of the top probably, 406K.
Yeah.
And in Retchko.
Which, great score and money.
Yeah.
Great score,
It was great for my bench. And also brought in Nick Newman as well. So kind of...
What did he score? 80?
88.
Yeah, so good
So
score. Good
not
score.
amazing, but hey, I think he's going to be a good option moving forward, and it's one less rookie on the field.
Yep.
This week, I'm flirting with two ideas, but I'm going to let you know the one that I'm probably most sold on. Colin McKercher, not loving the certainty around the role, and I've just seen how it can go so wrong. Doesn't look like Clarko actually knows what he's doing. So I'm going to trade McKercher out, and I'm going to bring in Nasiah Wanganeen-Malira. I'm trading out Jai Sarong to support with the move and leave me a bit of extra cash. Now, normally I'd like to hold Sarong a little bit further, so I'll have a look and see if I can change it around, but I can't find another rookie that I like other than Sam Cumming. So that's going to make it a little bit more challenging. If I can find a cheaper rookie there, I can probably swap that out to a Blamirez or something like that.
Yep, save you some money, yeah.
Yep.
Ryan?
So I traded out last week Bontempelli and Zorko.
So Zorko was
So Zorko, yeah, don't know when he's going to be back. Could be back this week. We don't know yet. Bont, I'm not unhappy with it. I'm happy with the fact that I didn't lose 54K. Because I traded him for Roberts. What's that?
I said you don't lose money if you keep him the whole season.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not unhappy. That's the reason why I'm sort of selling it to myself. But I would have loved his score. But in hindsight, I would not have Roberts, who definitely made me a lot of cash and also had a great score.
Zorko to Roberts?
I thought you had enough.
Yeah.
Zorko to Roberts, and that was it, right?
And I brought in Anderson too.
He could have.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
So could
He's just trying to keep his cash pile high.
Anyway.
Inflation's up. They got a good savings rate.
Okay, so that was last week. So not great trades for you last week, which hindered your score a little bit. But what about this week?
So this week, I'm flirting with the idea of Robertson out, finally. I've got some room to get him out. However, if my rookies on the bench do well, I'll keep him in and trade out another player. Only because I want to use him as the loop because I don't have any other options. So I'm going Robertson to JHF.
Nice.
Okay. And then, what were you going to say? Sorry, Nick?
That's about 300 grand?
400.
400?
430K.
Yeah, okay.
But I've had a lot of cash from last week. So even after my trades, I've still got 700K. I'm also going Jax out because it's time to get rid of him. He's made me enough cash. He's got a really high break even. So I'm going Jax to Rashenko.
Retchko.
The Russian Lashenko. Retchko, yes.
Ratchet and Clank. Going to Ratchet and Clank.
Jesus.
You know what?
I
hope that name sticks,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Ratchet and Clank.
yeah,
That's
I like
brilliant.
it.
Yeah. But I did go to this game on Friday night, so I was actually there watching Richmond play. Melbourne wasn't very happy with their performance, however, he did look good as well as Cummings looked amazing. So I think Cummings is definitely a great shout there, Josh. He is a player to watch, especially with the amount of injuries Richmond's got.
Both top 10.
Definitely.
That's fair enough.
And before Cumming had that shoulder? Was it shoulder? Yeah, I think it was shoulder. He was looking likely to debut.
Yeah.
Hawko.
Man, he kicked the goal on debut. He looked great.
Hawko, bring us home.
All right. So
Trades from last week.
Trades from last week. very happy with them, how it worked out. As you heard before, Roberts and Nass were my votes 3 and 2, and they were my 2 trade-ins for last week. So that definitely helped there on the scoreboard. Didn't help my ranking though, but at least it helped on the scoreboard. I imagine where I'd be without them. So trades this week. So I've got 2 options. Both of them involve Josh Worrell. I think it's time for Josh Worrell to go. Just with how Millera and Butts and possibly Dan Curtin coming back in, I just don't like what Worrell's doing at the moment. He plays great at times, but he's made me 150k. Time to move on, and I can do a slight upgrade. Well, actually, technically it's a slight downgrade. So it's Worrell down to Bailey Dale.
No, that's an upgrade.
So Dale has dropped a bit of money this year, obviously with Jake's more doing that role, but with the amount of injuries the Doggies are copping, they're trying to get that defensive line set again. Bailey Dale's doing the kickouts properly. He's working the ball around. They need that step-up player to do that. So I'm going down to Dale, I suppose, sideways, down, up. It's whatever you want to call it. I think it's the right trade. And the other one is it's time for Kitty Coleman to go. Look, the role has not been there, which is very surprising, even with Zorko out. So I think it's time to move him from him before he starts losing more money. And either it's going to be Coleman up to Nick Newman.
Coleman up to Nick Newman.
Or it's going to be Coleman down to Patrick Retchko.
Coleman up to Nick Newman or Coleman down to Patrick Retchko?
Yeah. So Coleman up to Newman leaves me 25k in the bank, so not much. But Coleman down to Retchko nets me 470.
Jeez.
So
yeah, that's
Newman is really good value. It's just
if I have in my forward lines locked, it's Sinclair, Roberts, Houston, Bailey Dale, Nick Newman, Nasai Wanganeen Miller. Like that's
the back line.
The back line. That back line's locked. Like there's no changing any of those 6 if I bring in both of them at once.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough call. It'll be a late decision. Those are the 2 options. You'll see one of those on the socials tomorrow night, whichever one I choose. But yeah, that is the trades. Now, do we want to go most traded in and out?
Yes.
I'll keep going then. So let's go quickly over last week's most traded in. It was Angry Anderson, Petrarca, Retchko, Nass and Pickett. All of them did amazingly. So Anderson, Retchko, Nass and Pickett all made money, all scored well. The only problem was money-wise. Petrarca got his break-even of 106. But as we've mentioned before on the podcast, the magic number just changes ever slow every week, which does not help. So Petrarca did get his break-even of 106, but he still lost 11 grand, which is crazy. But you make that 106 score any day of the week.
Yeah.
This week, though, however, so Retchko's back in there again. He's gone from 3 to 1. Not too bad there. Nass is also still in there. He's gone from 4 to 2. The horny one, Jason Horne-Francis, has had finally a great couple of weeks. Unfortunately, we've seen him do this over the past 4 years since he's been in the league. Goes high for a couple of weeks and then drops off. Hopefully, this is his turning point. He's 22, 4th year in the league, at home in Adelaide. Hopefully this is the time, because we know how well his ball skills this year have been absolutely unreal. Just his pickups, his movement, everything.
Yeah,
so hopefully this is the right call. It's money-wise and the forward status for a lot of people, including I'm sure you guys at home and us on the podcast have been shaky at best of times, the forward players. So
I've got no confidence.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to, hopefully hard to go wrong. Whether I think either way we'll get his money and probably score, so that'll be a good shout there. People now jumping back on the Petrarca bandwagon. He's now in 4th. Break-even still at 114, a little higher, but I mean, you're going to take Croxy, he's probably going to average 95 to 110 every week.
I think he's going to average over 100,
yeah. So somewhere between that. I mean, you might lose a bit of money, but again, confidence is key for your forward line. Get him in there. He'll be a top 4 forward probably
currently
for the rest of the year.
100 bang on.
100 bang on, yeah, perfect. And then 5th one is another rookie, another Richmond rookie, as the boys have already mentioned him a few times, Sam Cumming. Looked tremendous, top 10 pick last year, 343k, break-evens at 22, so a little less than that 230 average, and should get a 57, so it'd be interesting there.
Richmond players are also not too bad to have with the bye round 13.
Yeah,
so
they are.
Sell them after the round 13 bye, and coming into the round 13 bye.
The only thing I'll flag on that is that think about how much cash they're going to make between now and then. If they're going to make 60k, it's not worth it.
No,
but because who are you going to trade to? But if they're going to make
150,
150,
3,
amazing.
for 5 games before the round 13 bye, so it's plenty of time. And cash.
Mate, you just do a grill down to a Rechko or grill down to a Cumming. There's your 250k plus there.
True.
Most out this week. Last week we had Robertson, Myers, Butterick, Windsor, which I don't know why people still had him last week.
Mate, he teed off again last week. We teed off. Had 90 again.
Yeah, but 89 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyways, still don't think he's worth it.
Yeah. I wasn't saying that either.
Smith out as well. So this week we've got Jake's out. So he's the top traded out.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's reached his peak, I think, of cash. Myers is next on the list there. So he was omitted, but I don't even know. He might be back in this week. Who knows? Like, I think he's a bit of a hold at the moment and just wait for teams. Then
if teams are in and he's not, that's it. He's there. Yeah. He won't be lucky if he gets back in.
Swap out whomever you're trading out there. Then next one's Grill. So he's also similar to vein of Jake's, almost peaking there with his cash
those
gen.
round 1 rookies. All the time is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is time.
Robertson's still in there, so people like Ryan have held him either for the loop or just because they can't get him out. And he's good to keep for the loop option at the moment with West Coast playing a lot of Sunday games. Smith is last on the list there, so yeah, people jumping on him even though he scored, what did he go, 80-something in the last round?
It was a good hold.
89.
But it was also a good trade last week. So
and I think looking at his break even and where he is and where Vossi is putting him, he's still, Well,
it did extend him. It was a good trade for whoever did that last week, including yourself. But his break even's down to a 50, I want to say.
I did
54 it is.
54, so that probably gives him another 2 weeks. If he does another 100 score, you could nearly hold him to the bye round. But we'll see what he does this week. Who knows what Vossi's
I think it's one of these things where it's like, yeah, you're right. You can hold him because he has reset kind of that break even. But also, if he's the one that gets you to Nas, or if he's the one that gets you to Cozzy, then so be it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
They're the kind of trades you're going to end up making.
Unless you need the money in Marcel's, we've got Jakes should be first, Grill should be second, Smith should be third, and then I've got Blamires as a hold until teams release. Wow. Yeah, until teams release. Yeah.
Well, his break even's below a 4. So I get if you need the money.
So Myers should be probably after Smith. Before Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, even before Grill as well, because they've got West Coast this week, so Grill could do quite well there.
That's it. Yeah. That's the most ins, most outs. That's our trades.
I'm actually very surprised because on my holds as well, Josh, I had McKercher as a hold, and the reason being is that they did try him down forward, and then Tharko pulled him to the back. So I think I would wait this week to have a look at him and see where he lines up because I'm pretty sure he'll be down back again because I don't think that worked out. They had Zerhard down back and then they swapped him back over pretty quickly.
They didn't even give the full run, which was interesting. I found that a little weird. But anyway, though...
I've also got Hughes McCluggage as a watch. So you mentioned him at dinner as well. And so that's mainly for the fact that...
Huge waste of space, that guy is.
Well, huge waste of space at the moment, but he's just coming off that injury.
How much is he?
He is
806K. He's not even below 800. No.
Yeah, so he is a watch to see when he goes above...
It's too stacked. We said it was last year.
Above 70 to 80% time on ground.
Washcroft and Lee, both Ashcrofts are becoming more involved in the midfield time. Somebody's got to get pushed out. It's got to be McCluggage. You can't push Dunkley out. Can't push Neely out.
Yeah.
Can't push Washcroft out.
True.
If anything, you can put McCluggage on someone. Put him on someone or move him around. He's an all-round player. He's just a little down this year.
Yeah, but it's mainly due to his injury.
Yeah.
He's being managed back into the side. He's not being given full game time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's told to been the killer.
Yeah. 60s.
Cash cows. Ryan, do we have a couple, or have we kind of named them all already? And there's no.
To be honest, you've named a lot of them, but I'll definitely go through them. So, a couple of value and cash cows this week. Ratchet and Clank, definitely someone to take. Break even of -24. Come on, if you're looking for that rookie that's going to give you some cash to upgrade, he's one to bring in. That number one brought in this week. What's up?
Is that someone new?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that guy. Anderson, we spoke about this guy. It might be the last week to bring him in, but he's definitely making some cash. If he scores well this week, he's going to reset that too and bring it up a bit more.
Mate,
Emmett, what's that?
No Pendles this week. Dacos will probably get tagged by McGuinness. Bottom and Anderson might have reasonable scores this week against.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny that Hawks come out and said they've got no idea what to do with Nick Dacos and how to stop him.
Yeah, well, no one does.
Anyways, yeah.
If someone does, they should let everyone else know.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Emmett's got a really good break-even bet. With English coming back, it's not a great option. So again, if English is named, you might have brought him in with him obviously injured, but again, not someone to bring in. Cumming also looked great on debut. He's going to be a great cash cow for Richmond with all the injuries they've got. Josh Lindsay, again, it's probably a bit too late for this fella, but 97 last week. He's reset his break-even, so someone who is going to score quite well and also make you a bit of cash. Nas we spoke about. It's probably the last week to bring him in, or next week he's going to have that turnaround where he's going to be making a bit of cash and cost you a bit more to bring him in. Track, we spoke about him before. I would honestly probably wait a week on Petrarca if you've got other options to bring in. He also is going to score you the 100. Josh is looking like what's going on. But I'm talking about value here in cash cows. Josh, not scoring. Cozzy Pickett, again, great to bring in for that scoring and the value right now. So he looked absolutely fantastic on that Richmond game. I think they're giving the ball to him more. He's definitely going to be someone who is kicking a lot more.
You got James Jordan tag potentially.
Melbourne, right? I don't think Jordan can tag. Cozzy Pickett.
I think he's probably too quick.
He's too quick.
He's
insane.
Or you nearly go Pickett and Steele with the way Pickett's been playing other two midfielders for Melbourne right now.
I'd say Steele's probably centre bounce mid.
Yeah.
Pickett's more like your game-changing midfielder. You're running through the middle.
That should be.
I've got three quick ones. Nick Newman, great value at the moment, so he's one to bring in, 786k. Chad Warner, 833. He's great value to bring in. I think he's going to do quite well.
If I trade, going to be
Heaney mixed.
Yeah, I still think he'll be fine.
I think he's still going to be fine too. So great value. I think he's going to score 100 plus. He might have a few games that are off that, but I think he will.
Against Melbourne, I don't know.
Sub 85.
Yeah, and then finally, Luke Jackson. Again, he's definitely someone right now. It is a time to bring that guy in if you haven't got him already, or if you're silly enough as I was to trade him out a few weeks ago. Then you might be thinking about trading him back in. So yeah, that's me.
They for the McAndrew upgrade, or you need to basically kind of hold nearly till the buy.
If you don't have Luke Jackson this week, great week to buy Luke Jackson, because he will have the Dogs who are out without English potentially.
Yeah. If English is in the
after that, though, he's got a pretty hard run. Just let you guys know there.
That should be injuries and suspensions.
Yeah, injuries and suspensions. So, look, a lot of this is test, and they're going to keep an eye on it. So, Aaron Norton looks like he could be back after taking that fall in his neck. So, thoughts were with him. Oscar Allen, though, foot injury. He's fractured some of the bones in his foot, so he's going to be out for a few months.
12 to 14 weeks, I think. I think it was listed as.
Isaac Kako, to be confirmed. Essendon just don't want to say exactly how long it's going to be, so who knows with him. Tim Embry has a hamstring, so that's probably 3 to 4 weeks. Unfortunately, Jai Cully did his ACL, so that's a season. Josh Smiley has also done his hamstring again. And he's going to be out further.
Don't remind me or Ryan.
Quad.
Different location.
Different location.
So it's not the exact same one.
Do they need to fire the higher medical staff, Richard?
They can't even fly them. You know how they usually take them to Qatar? They can't do that at the moment. So, and then you've got Liam Ryan. So Liam Ryan is in doubt purely from that corked hip from the big fall that he had. Yep. But look good for St Kilda. So they are some injuries that are out there. I want to call out two things. Dan Curtin played last week. Could be in.
18 disposals, 6 marks.
So he's giving himself every chance. He played on ball. So that's going to be interesting to see what that does for the midfield mix. We also have Darcy Moore coming back. We've got Isaac Heaney coming back this week, and Harry Mackay from concussion. So there's some players that are coming back on the bubble, starting to work their way back in. Artie Jones is a name that is a test for this week. So just someone to keep in mind.
Yeah, he was popping off before he did that hammy as well.
And then in terms of MRO, there's actually no suspensions. It was just a lot of fines. So Rafcon
was Buzz in there?
No. Rough conduct, contact with an umpire, that sort of thing. So nothing of note.
Interesting. Moving on. We're going just the tips, I think, eh?
We are going just the tips.
So I, once again, don't have it open. So if anyone wants to lead off, where we're going, Collingwood and who's the first game of the week? Sorry, Hawthorn. Yes, thank you.
I wonder who Hawker's going.
Should be pretty obvious.
Collingwood.
It's Collingwood. Nah, it's Hawks by 38.
I've gone Hawks by 35.
I'm going to go Hawks by 20.
I've gone Hawks by 26.
Okay.
We're all going Hawks then. Freo versus Western Bulldogs, and this is at Marvel. I should have said Bulldogs first, sorry.
I'm going to go Freo. Way to go.
I'm going for them too.
Yeah, I'm considering going to this game, to be honest, but
It's on the
I
table.
think Freo.
I'll go Freo as well.
I reckon LJ's going to have a field day if Tim English isn't back.
If Tim
that's the
English
problem.
is
If
out,
Tim English
it's
is-
going to be
If
crazy.
Tim English is back, it'd be interesting.
He's a test, so
Let's
you
go
will see.
Freo, though.
Freo
Alright,
for the moment.
and the showdown.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I'm going
Oof.
Port.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
Adelaide.
not bad shout. Ah.
I'm going Port. Just because Adelaide's just been a bit away with the fairies. This
I mean, they have a couple off games, but they're a pretty dominant side. And it's a showdown.
I reckon Port coming off the back of a Geelong win, coming into the showdown.
I'm going Port.
Yeah,
They've won
play
4
for.
of the last 5 showdowns. Last one by 120 points, I think.
There you go.
Well,
I'm surprised the Crows are
I've
actually
also gone Port.
Port, yeah. All 3-1. We can
Essendon versus
skip this
Lions.
one, I'm assuming, Josh.
I'm going Lions.
I am going Lions.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
$7.
No, it's only 99%.
Yeah, it's
actually.
only 99%.
You know, it's funny. I was walking past Marvel yesterday, and there's a Brisbane Lions store there.
What?
There was no one in it, but there's an actual Brisbane Lions store. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was like, who the hell's going here to buy a bloody Brisbane Lions?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, lots of Queenslanders go to Melbourne for holidays, so
Yeah, and like I said, the Fitzroy Lions, right?
exactly.
So lots of lots of Lions supporters still live in Melbourne.
And here we go. Anyone's game, this one.
This is the West Coast Eagles game on the gauntlet. This is the only one they can win for the season, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going the Eagles.
Ryan, you going this game? You can't.
Okay.
But I've gone for Richmond.
I think we know who he's tipping.
You've gone
though,
for
yeah.
Richmond. Oh, okay, interesting.
Of course I have, mate. It's my team.
Yeah, all right. Cats,
This is the one we win all season.
Cats versus North Melbourne at Alphabet Stadium. I'm going Cats.
I'm going to go
I don't know.
Cats.
They haven't been looking great, eh?
They got monstered by Port.
I'm still going to go Cats, I reckon.
I think I'm going to go Cats as well. I think that loss
Yeah, it's going to give them an edge.
against the loss that North Melbourne cop that realistically probably shouldn't have been a loss, which swung the momentum with the lovely
Umpiring
lovely
decisions.
technology and umpiring decisions. That is the ARC. Great stuff there, guys.
Also, the holding the balls.
Yeah. So no, I think
One-
Geelong will get the bounce back.
One
as
just outside their forward 50 as well.
Alphabet Stadium, as Josh put it.
Carlton versus St Kilda. Marvel.
Got to go the Saints.
Saints
I'm gonna
all the way.
And then Sydney Swans versus Melbourne Demons. It's a SCG.
I like
Sydney.
the game. But again, we don't know what Melbourne we're going to get. Who knows?
going Sydney.
If it's a Melbourne that have been playing well, it could be a great game. But if it's the Melbourne that versus you boys, that you
Sydney are
count up,
flying, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sydney are flying.
I'm going Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney.
And Sunnies versus GWS. So
Jeez, this could be an
this is-
absolute monstering.
yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
7:20 game on a Sunday is crazy.
I
I'm
know.
actually not mad about it. I work it this weekend.
because
so-
Labor Day next day. That's why. In Queensland, it's Labor Day. You won't get that holiday down there, Ryan. But yeah, I'm going the Suns. Who's
I'm going to go to Suns.
I've gone the Suns too.
Oh, you didn't go with your team?
the second?
What was
Used to
Yeah,
be-
I don't think the Giants are
They
very
don't think
giant this year.
his tsunami?
they're not quite there yet. Gold Coast aren't playing great, but
I'm surprised.
I think the Sun should do enough.
I'm surprised though. There's 96%
Yeah,
come
same.
with the Suns. I thought it would be a lot,
So do I.
like because GWS beat us up here last season, and
It's
definitely
probably because GWS only just North. like that recency bias of like people going, oh, they almost didn't beat North. Anyway,
we got beaten by Melbourne, who were supposed to not win a game this season. Well, not win a game, but struggle to win a game.
So, Nick, we've finished just the tips. I tried to do this with Ryan weeks ago, and he gave us absolutely fuck all.
Yes.
But before we wrap up the podcast, you're heading in the right direction. You're scoring well. You're seeing the decisions clearly. You are seeing it like beach balls, if we're honest. What are you thinking? What is something you want to leave the listeners with ahead of this round?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because actually you didn't prepare me for this, but I was getting up my buy cheat sheet schedule again, and I was going to actually pop that up on our socials. So I'm looking at is what we discussed tonight is buys, and having a look at getting your team set up for the best way to navigate these buys. So looking at who you got, and especially round 12 buys, and being like, okay, what can I field here? And looking at that, because you want to continue, if you are doing well, to continue the success. And if you're not doing well, you want to take advantage of those that aren't prepared for those buy rounds. So just taking into account that, kind of almost pre-planning trades, and then if you need to, you can pivot off that plan. But just trying to get set up for the buy
I don't know
rounds.
why you looked at me and said, for those doing well, 27,000.
No,
So
I was just looking at, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at you, I'm just, I'm trying to keep you engaged as well.
what we might do is next week we'll have a bit of a deeper look into the buys and just some things to consider and some best practices with it, because that would put us 4 weeks out or 3 weeks out from
3 weeks next week.
when it does kick in. So
I think I said that tonight, I think I had 9 in 16 and 8 in 12. So really, for me, it's looking at round 12 and being like, shit, who can I trade out now that's in round 12? So I have a best 18 that's really strong.
We might go over that next week, the teams that have got that first buy, and see how we go.
Yeah, and
But
like
some
I said,
great
I'll pop
advice
up
there.
on the socials, the little cheat sheet for the mid-season buys there, so you can have a look at what teams have what and who you can pivot off to. And the GWS and Richmond round 13 buys, one that you can maybe look to target, especially obviously GWS players and maybe some rookies from the Richmond team. So
Yeah.
let us know how many buy players you've got and maybe what your trades are this week, because we need all the help we can get. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And Ryan, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in from Melbourne. Continue support for the podcast. We really appreciate it.
I don't know if I'll be here next week, but we'll see how we go.
And he already wrecks it. Immediately
no,
wrecks it.
You've just ended on a low. Come on.
No, I'm kidding. I'll hopefully be here, but we'll see.
See you, John.
See you.